hiding from the rain again. Now I saw upon a time, when he was now walking in the fields, that he was wont in reading his book and greatly distressed in his mind. And he read and he burst out, crying, "What shall I do to be saved?" I saw also that he looked this way and that way, as if he would run, yet he stood still, because as I perceived he could not tell which way to go. I looked, and then I saw a man named Evangelist coming to him, who asked him, "Wherefore dost thou cry?" He answered, "Sir, I perceive by the book in my hand that I am condemned to die, and after that to come to judgment. And I find that I am not willing to do the first, and I am not able to do the second." Then said the evangelist, "Why not willing to die, since this life is attended with so many evils?" The man answered, "Because I fear that this burden that is upon my back will sink me lower than the grave, and I shall fall into Tophet. And sir, if I be not fit to go to prison, then I'm not fit, I'm sure, to go to judgment, and from there to execution, and the thoughts of these things make me cry." Then said Evangelist, "If this be your condition, why do you stand still?" He answered, "Because I do not know where to go." And he gave him a parchment roll, and there was written, "Flee from the wrath to come." The man read it. Looking carefully at Evangelist, said, "Where shall I flee?" And the evangelist pointed with his finger over a very wide field. "You see yon wicket gate?" The man said, "No." Then said the evangelist, "Do you see the shining light?" The man said, "I think so." "Well, keep that light in your eye and go directly there, and you'll see a gate. When you knock at the gate, you'll be told what to do." Now, in the Pilgrim's Progress, John Bunyan introduces a man called Evangelist. An evangelist is a Christian and a preacher. He's reading the same book that Pilgrim is, and he has the same understanding that Pilgrim has. And he's able to speak wisdom to Pilgrim because he's gone before, he's made the journey before Pilgrim. And this is a great encouragement to Pilgrim, to meet someone who's not abusing and being nasty and dismissive of him, but appreciates the things that he appreciates. And he's wrestling with the things that are written in the book. The evangelist says, "Well, why don't you do something?" He needs direction, does Pilgrim. He needs some encouragement, and Pilgrim doesn't really know what to do. And so he directs him to keep reading the book, and he gives him another verse from the book, tells him to keep reading the book, and to go to the narrow gate, the wicket gate that leads to the narrow way. Again, this is a Bible theme. And the Bible encourages us that we should follow what it says, and that we should walk the narrow path that it describes. And so off Evangelist goes, seeking the light, and with the light, the narrow gate. This is very reminiscent of what you see in the Bible. Someone like the Ethiopian treasurer in the book of Acts, and he's reading the Bible and he doesn't really understand it. So God sends Philip along, and Philip says, "Do you understand?" And then he explains the Bible. Just because someone reads the Bible doesn't mean they understand it, and just because they want to understand it doesn't always mean they can. And it takes a Christian who understands and who cares about that person to explain it. And we can all do that, and we can all be encouraged by others who do that for us. Well, today, if you get an opportunity to share with someone the Bible, if you get an opportunity to encourage someone, it's a good thing to do. It's a real blessing, and it helps us on our journey. Well, from me and my little friend, here we are in the rain, aren't we? getting wet. Have a good day, and God bless you today as you seek Him.